Ghostly greetings and holler at your boy Prue. We're talking about The Long Walk by Richard Bachman. I was not planning on reading this. I got called into work this weekend and, you know, it's like 20 hours, over 2 days. You know, 10 hours a day. That's what we work on the weekends. And I thought this is the perfect time to find an audiobook. And The Long Walk was on there. So I thought, boom, perfect. I'll just listen to an audiobook while I got to work this weekend. So let's talk about it. I want to do this review differently. I don't really know if a lot of people like the way I do reviews. So I'm just going to talk about the book. I just got off work, so I'm a little exhausted. So the energy just isn't there. But I'm going to talk about The Long Walk while it's fresh in my mind. From beginning to end, no spoilers. It's going to be about a 5-minute review, but let's get right into it, okay? I was told going in that the Bachman books, these were all awesome. I haven't read them all. I've listened to them and I've read some, but now I'm listening to them again. So I was hoping that the audiobook to physical book would be better. It wasn't. But that's not where the problem for me lied with this book. The problem for me was at the beginning, when the plot is you have to walk. That's the whole story. You start here. This is you. And you have to walk to here, which is the end. And the story takes place along that path. And everyone's thinking, that sounds like every story, Josh. Nope, this is just walking. People die along the way. That's it. I thought that was weak. And that whole story, I had a little bit of an issue going through because you're just walking. So the general idea is 100 kids sign up to this thing called a long walk. Actually, like a lot of people sign up, but 100 kids get picked to do this thing called a long walk. 100 of them. And if you're picked, you have to walk from point A, 4 miles an hour, till every kid is dead but one. And the winner kid gets a prize. Think Highlander, but less fun. And the general way of the story is each kid has a backstory, and you hear it, and you hear about some of the problems they're having with walking, Charlie horses, stuff like that. You know, just general not funness of the walk. You know, falling down, getting cut, and like, oh, I twisted my ankle and I can't walk 4 miles an hour, and they just shoot you in the head. And then when some people know they can't make it, they'll like rush the guards or try to run, and that's the general story. You're thinking, Prue, that does sound kind of cool, and it does sound kind of cool. But, you know, it's like, I'm going to run, and I've been walking for 30 miles at 4 miles an hour. I'm going to run. You're not running that fast. You're definitely not going to outrun armed guards on a tank who've just been setting, and they're like, oh, he's running. Yeah. So, but it's King, so you know the backstories are awesome. You know King does coming of age and adult really well. Getting into their head, getting into their perspective. You're having a lot of fun there, and you get to hear why they chose the walk. Some dudes got married. Some guy was just like, I don't want to dig ditches. Some dudes wanted to send the kids to college. So, there you go. That, I mean, it gives you every character has a solid motivation and a solid background to doing the walk. But the actual walk wasn't that entertaining because it just got to a point where you got exhausted, you quit walking, and then they shot you. But the characters shine here is what keeps you motivated through the story. Excuse me. However, the ending tanks. When you get to here, literally like the very last sentence here, it fucking takes a far turn and it ends. And no one I know understood it. No one I know liked it. I think King just didn't know what to do. And he's like, oh yeah, here's somewhat of a supernatural thing, or the dude's just gone crazy because he's walked forever. And he does it and wins the prize. So there you go. Not the best ending, which is King. So, I mean, some of these aren't the best ending. And I was a little disappointed. Overall, though, The Long Walk, I'm going to give a C to. I'm firmly in the belief that this is the best Bachman book. Regulators. A lot of people say That is the best Bachman book. I disagree. I will disagree with that. I liked Regulators more. That's been your boy Prue. Talk about 5 minutes. Let me know if you prefer me to talk to you like this about the book, or if you want me to go back to my plot, characters, pros and cons, and etc. video. This book's whole con was you're just walking and the ending sucks. The pros is everything else. It's bad. Like, I got a sandwich with really good meat and veggies and stuff, but the worst bread in the world. Because that's what a book is to me. This, it starts, the plot, that's the bottom piece of bread. Then you add your sandwiches stuff. Delicious. And then your ending is that other piece of bread. And in this particular one, the bread was shit. But it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. That's been your boy Prue. And what am I reading right now? I am listening to Eyes of the Dragon. And I don't know where that's at. Yeah, I don't care. I don't know. It's on the shelf somewhere. I'm listening to Eyes of the Dragon, and I'm still reading Richard Bachaman's Among the Missing. As I stated earlier, it's been quite a busy week. I got called into work Saturday and Sunday. So there you go. It's been your boy Prue. Stay creepy.